everyone, welcome to the first match I'm posting up of Sultai Rogues. This is actually going to be the one of two last Xmage matches I post up on this channel. Going forward, it's going to be all MTGO. So bear with this one of two last Xmage matches. Today we are playing Bant, Euro piles, yes, more Bant, Euro. And our opening hand is pretty good. We have a one-lander, but we have plenty of one-drops to keep us busy for the first couple of turns. Inquisition of Kozilek is also going to be useful. Well, actually, not that useful. It looks like our opponent didn't necessarily keep the best hand, but they mulliganed down anyways, so it looks like they kept the best that they could. Our second turn, we're going to bring down Fairy Miscreant. We don't draw another land, but that's okay. We draw another land now, and now we're going to start having some fun. Alright, so let's fetch. Hopefully I fetch correctly. Yeah, that's good. So what I should have done is played Thieves Guild Enforcer first, but I didn't. And that's a mistake. I almost certainly would have preferred doing Thieves Guild Enforcer followed by Fair Miscreant, or Thieves Guild Enforcer followed by Inquisition of Kozilek. But whatever, what's done is done. At least we enlisted a mana leak, mana leaking the Inquisition. I'm not sure what they're protecting, honestly, but I'm guessing they drew something else. But that's okay. So next turn, we draw land. That's pretty good. We can play our Thieves Guild Enforcer. First we'll attack in. Right, so Thieves Guild Enforcer comes down. We will get the first trigger, assuming it resolves. We do. Alright, mill some lands. And now we can play il-kor. And we get another trigger. Awesome. We mill, force negation, and remand. Ah, perfect. Alright, so Gross Pile is going to come down. Our opponent's going to get their fourth land. Now Cryptic Command is active, and we know they have two of them. So we're going to have to keep that in mind. We do have Drown in the Lock. Probably Drown in the Lock. Forgive me on that one. So we can actually counter their Cryptic Command. They don't cast it, though, which is interesting. So now we're going to see the beauty of casting Thief's Fortune on Prowl. Our opponent's going to Cryptic Command it, and we're going to allow it to happen. So now they're probably going to do the Cryptic Command. Let's see. There we go. So now we counter it with Drown the Lock. Sorry. There we go. We win game one. Awesome. Well, that was swift, as we like it. So, what are we going to bring in? That is the question. Now, keep in mind, I'm playing Drown in the Lock now, but I actually removed it at some point in my iterations. I wasn't always happy with it. Just an FYI. I know I didn't bring it up during the deck tech, but I am bringing it up right now during the match. Too many times was it just a dead card because there weren't enough cards in my opponent's graveyard, so yeah, that's something you're going to have to contend with if you end up playing this deck. I ended up putting mana leaks in its place and upping my Fatal Push count, and it's been great ever since. Alright, so we mulligan down to 6, but this 6 is decent. We're going to have a turn 1 Thieves Guild Enforcer. Or Serum Visions. Probably Serum Visions makes a lot more sense here. Just to start digging. Noble Hierarch would be good. Yeah, I like the idea of Noble Hierarch here, maximizing the amount of plays we're going to have turn 3. Inquisition of Kozilek, I mean, we know what it might hit. I'm not too concerned about taking away a mana leak or a remand. We can just work around it. Fetches. Gross Spiral. No surprises here. Field of Ruin. Alright. Pretty much Field of Ruin proof at the moment, so it's not concerning. Alright, our opponent now has Cryptic Command mana. Taking a look and seeing if there's anything useful we can target in their graveyard. At the moment, there is not. So we're just gonna attack in. Get an Exalted trigger. Casting Thieves Fortune is probably going to elicit a response. Let's see if I'm right. That does not. Perfect. Alright, so what do we see here? Yeah, Thieves Guild Enforcer probably makes the most sense. And let's mill them more cards. But first I'm going to traverse. I do have Delirium, so I can go get essentially anything I want. Tarmogoyf probably makes sense here. Yeah. If we don't get a response, okay, so now I'm just going to assume our opponent does not have Cryptic Command and they're just threatening permission. They target our Watery Grave. Sorry, our Breeding Pool. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter at all. We have all the mana we need. Alright, that Triome is not going to help them out this turn. So now we're going to get some spicy triggers. Alright, so our opponent's about to mill 4. We get rid of Teferi, which is very nice to see. A Mana Leak and a Rainforest. And now we're going to play Fairy Miscreant and get 4 more. Alright. Finally, the Cryptic Command comes down, so we're wrong, unless they just drew it. They had it this whole time and they just let all those spells resolve. Alright. So let's see what we're going to get out of Cryptic Command here. Definitely countering Fairy Miscreant. And they're drawing a card. So we're going to attack our opponent for 4. At this point, no reason to use Surgical Extraction. The real target here is Euro. So the fairy's not going to live that long. It's going to bounce a creature, if I remember. Yep, it's going to bounce my creature, but I mean, they're dead this turn. And they're just going to allow me to mill them again, which is perfectly fine by me. So we can get a double trigger here. Alright. Field of the Dead is gone. Oh, Euro. There we go. This will probably elicit a concession. Yes, it is. Euro is basically their main win condition. So we made swift work of Euro piles here. What do you think? Did we just get lucky that our opponent just keep messy hands? Or did we do exactly what we wanted to do, which was put pressure on our opponent every turn, have some creature synergy, have answers for their answers or work around their answers, and win the game, deal that damage? I think it was probably a mix of the two. Let's be honest, but I really like how Sultai Rogues works. I was always a fan of Teamer Rogues. I always love playing the deck, and I'm enjoying Sultai Rogues just as much right now. So I hope you enjoyed that match. There's more to come. This will be the last Xmage one for Sultai Rogues, and any future matches after today. After that, it'll be all MTGO. So look forward to that next week. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content in general, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on Twitter. All that stuff is really simple, but it actually helps me out a lot. A big thank you to all of my patrons. Thank you for your early support. If you're interested in becoming a patron, check out the link in the description below. I'm planning on adding a lot more perks, and I'm interested to hear what you think I should add as perks. So yeah, let me know. Thanks, and have a good one.